Good day and welcome to another Micrographics vlog. We are an Autodesk partner and reseller. My name is Sean Bauer and I will be presenting this vlog today, 27 November 2024. I am an application engineer and an Autodesk AECO technical consultant with Micrographics, and today's topic is solar study using Revit, sustainable architecture. On the agenda for today, we'll have an introduction, the understanding solar studies in Revit, setting up a solar study in Revit, cloud rendering for enhanced analysis such as internal solar studies, a demonstration, and a conclusion. On the introduction, so welcome everyone. I'm excited to have you join me today as we explore the intersection of technology and sustainability in architecture. Sustainable design is no longer a luxury, it's a necessity, and understanding how sunlight interacts with a building is a key part of that. In today's vlog, we'll take a closer look at how Autodesk Revit makes solar studies not only possible but also practical and precise. Optimizing natural light in and around buildings isn't just about energy efficiency, it's about creating spaces that enhance well-being, boost productivity, and reduce environmental impact. I'll guide you step by step through performing a solar study, and we'll push the boundaries further using Autodesk Cloud Rendering. This approach allows us to generate stunning high-quality visualizations that provide clear insights for sustainable decisions, where we will focus on the internal sun exposure, the daylight factor. So whether you're an architect, designer, or just someone passionate about green buildings, there's something here for you. So let's see how Revit can elevate your approach to sustainable architecture. Understanding solar study in Revit. First, let's talk about solar studies and solar analysis. This analysis and study allows us to understand how sunlight interacts with the building at different times of the day and year. This is especially important in sustainable architecture, where we aim to maximize daylight and minimize reliance on artificial lighting. In Revit, you have your sun settings, a sun path, a solar study, and shadows. So in Revit, solar studies are accessible through the sun path tool, which gives a clear visual representation of the sun's movement. Paired with internal solar analysis, this helps us optimize window placement, shading devices, and even material selections. So, setting up the solar study in Revit. Once the sun path has been selected, the cast shadows for that view will be in effect. In the Solar Study Contextual Modify tab, you can select the sun settings, also available on the graphics display at the bottom of Revit. The sun settings can be adjusted for different types of studies. The solar studies include still, single day, multi-day, and lighting. And on top of that, you have presets to determine a one-day solar study, a summer solstice, winter solstice, spring, fall, equinox, a single day, a one-day study, or a summer solstice study, and more. You can also create your own presets for specific types of studies. You can adjust the time of day, the exact date, or select multiple dates from the calendar. You can select from sunrise to sunset, or input your own time into the model. You can select the location at the top right of the sun settings dialog box, which opens the global map, your internet mapping service, where you can navigate the map to find the exact location, or you can input the project address, either by the longitude and latitude or the physical address, street name, and place your project in the correct location. So solar studies, additional to the sun study via the graphics panel, is which you're seeing currently, you also have Insight, which is included in Revit. It's a tool to analyze solar exposure and shading effects, helping architects optimize the building's layout and orientation for solar gain and shading as needed. By performing solar studies, designers can determine the ideal window placement and shading strategies to help control heat gain in warmer climates and capture solar warmth in cooler areas. This analysis aids in designing facades and shading elements that effectively manage the sunlight, improving your energy performance and thermal comfort. Performing an internal solar analysis, you can switch to an internal view with a room containing windows. With the Insights Lighting Analysis tool, which is also available, you can quantify the light levels. This tool elevates lux levels, measuring how much natural light a space receives. For sustainable design, achieving adequate daylight without glare is key. Next, we have cloud rendering for an enhanced analysis. To generate detailed visuals, we can use Autodesk Cloud Rendering. This tool allows us to create photorealistic solar studies without overloading our local machine. How to make use of the cloud rendering? In Revit, go to the View tab, select Render in Cloud, choose your desired quality. Standard is faster, but the final delivers better results. This does cost cloud credits. Ensure the sun settings are enabled within Revit to capture the solar study details for online rendering. Once the render is complete, you'll get a highly detailed image showcasing sunlight penetration at your chosen time. These renders are perfect for presentations and design reviews. So on your web browser on the A360 Cloud Rendering, navigate to your gallery and select Render Gallery in Revit from the Cloud Rendering Tool drop-down menu. I will show this now during our demonstration, where to find the solar study. Here is an example of a solar study for internal studying. This is the kitchen design of my Revit model. From sunrise till sunset. Next, I will do a demonstration to show you how to initiate the solar study within Revit and how to use the sun settings and then the web browser. So first, here we have Revit. We have our model. Here in the graphics display at the bottom, you can select the solar study option. When the solar study is enabled, the cast shadows for this current view will also be enabled. You are able to turn off the shadow effect if you do not wish to see the shadows here at the bottom. Once this is initiated, the solar study contextual tab is available. Here you have the study types and your sun settings. I'm going to turn on the sun path so we can see the sun clearly and the time of day where the sun is. It's currently set at 15 minutes past 12 on the 27th of November. So if I go to the sun settings, here we have our global map. You can go and place your model wherever the building is situated. You can select the time of day, the date, the time. I can set it from sunrise to sunset, an interval, so how the sun will move within the intervals, and then at what level you would like the shading to happen. Here on the side, you can select single day, multi-day, lighting, still, and go select additional settings as previously mentioned. Click apply. Okay. Here you can also adjust the settings if you'd like to have more frames, have it go slower, faster, determine the speed, then sunlight intensity, the shadow intensity, and then you can play a preview to see how the sun would interact at the right geolocation with your structure. Then you can go and place a camera view in one of your rooms or all your rooms. Have that view ready, and here in the view tab you have the cloud rendering. You can render this in the cloud. I've already rendered it for this vlog. If you select your gallery, it navigates to the rendering.360 Autodesk. Here you have your rendered gallery of your projects. You have your image, and here at the top you can select to do a solar study. I've already done the solar study from the other angle and I placed the additional window in so we can see the sun interact. And here you can view your rendered image with an internal solar study to see how the sun would interact with my skylight, sunlight there, and I have a sunlight on the side. So that concludes the demonstration. So that's how you can perform a solar study in Revit. By leveraging solar analysis, insights, and cloud rendering, you're not just visualizing sunlight, you're making informed decisions that enhance your designs and support sustainability. If you have any questions, please do not hesitate to contact us here at Micrographics. Hope you found this vlog informative. If you haven't subscribed, please do so, and don't forget to like and hit that notification bell for future vlogs. Thank you again, and goodbye.